ESPN family. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jill.
And this is Roadhouse Idiots. All right, season 12, episode 14, The Raid.
The Raid.
So, vamp killing time. The Alpha is dead.
Via the
A
Colt.
lot of other vampires are dead.
Are dead in the Midwest region.
The Colt is back in play.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool.
Fun. I always like how the monsters look when they die via the Colt. It's like a cool...
It's a cool effect.
Inside out. Yeah,
and I like that they kept it consistent.
And it's
they never
consistent.
changed it.
It's been the same since season 2.
Yep.
Which is really cool because we all know that a lot of things are not the same as far as effects go. I mean, which is inevitable if you have a show that's been on for 12 seasons, especially during the time span, because if you think of the technology we have available to us, like when Supernatural started, they shot on film.
Yep.
Like it wasn't even digital. Wow. Like, sorry. That's like mind blowing. So like it's nice to see that they have some effects that are exactly the same.
Yep. All right, takeaways from me. The British men of letters are not as strong as they think they are. They are not as organized as they think they are, and they are prone to leaving themselves vulnerable at the most inopportune times. That's one.
And I don't think that's necessarily true. I think on some levels it's true. I think on the levels of Mick and Mr. Ketch, it's true. But they're not on the higher level. Because you have to think about it. If the British men of letters, who are desensitized folk, right, to begin with, they still basically got what they wanted. They got a win.
Sure.
They got a W. And it doesn't matter to them that they lost a few soldiers in the process because numbers look good on paper.
Yep.
So we wiped out this many, we only lost this many. So to them, I think that's still a win. I think
it was a win, but hopefully, it's a humbling win because let's be real, they set up a fortress and had no plan of defense. They had no contingency in case they ever came under attack. Which, frankly, the hunters became the hunted.
I'm not saying it's not without flaws, but what I'm saying is I don't think where the orders are coming from are Mitch or Mr. Ketch. I think it's a higher up level.
It is,
doesn't
that we
care
haven't seen yet.
if those guys die, to be honest, because they would just replace them with new ones. That's what I'm saying. I think the level of Mitch is actually realizing, I think it was a very big eye-opener when it was like, hey, guess what? We are so much better organized than you, and we have all these fun toys that you don't have. But then when an attack came on them, Mary's lined up like, so who's killed anything?
Yep.
And it was only like the Americans who were able to kill.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a wardrobe takeaway.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was awesome. How great was it when we had like raging Dean, like I gotta kill something? Like how much did he look like Demon Dean tonight? Like the outfit was the same. They styled his hair the same way. Had the watch, like everything was so Demon Dean-esque. And like bringing up while he's a killer, I absolutely love the scene between Dean and Mr. Ketch because I felt wholeheartedly, don't get me wrong, Mr. Ketch is a dick. But if we're being fairness, according to Supernatural via Yellow Fever, Dean's also a dick. And their performance off of each other was so engaging to me that if this show had been British Supernatural, like if this had been about the Ketch brothers and Mr. Ketch was the protagonist for 12 years and Dean was the one coming into, like I could absolutely see the situation reversed as if he was a protagonist from that scene. And, like, I could see it because I was like, you know what? If this was a British show, like, he kind of had, like, a little bit of, like the House, Dr. House, which is a version of Sherlock, a little bit British Sherlock, like, attitude, like, I'm a dick, but I get stuff done. And I'm like, you know what? If he was the protagonist, I probably would be like, he's kind of awesome. Yep. And I would be supporting his bad choices. Now, having said that, I probably at the end of the season would be like, I hate you, Mr. Ketch. I hate you because I feel like he's going to turn on the characters that I do love and have the emotional attachment to. But phenomenal performance by him. Awesome scene. Great chemistry between the two of them.
Mom and the boys kind of made up a little bit at the end, but Sam picked a side, and it's Probably not the side that his brother wanted to pick, but Sam's going to give him time. Another takeaway is, Sam is very much, familiar with the cult now, but Dean is not.
Well, Sam will tell Dean. Mary
and that's going to piss Dean off again.
That's going to piss Dean off because Sam was royally pissed when he saw the call. And in fact, that would have been a bigger fight had they not been in crisis mode.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sure about that. And instantly the clicking of, oh, you stole that from Ramael. So you stole that when Cass was dying and he was saying to give me what's mine or Cass is going to die. And he instantly made that connection. Dean will instantly make that connection.
Yep.
The fact that she didn't come clean about it when she talked about the Men of Letters, like we were wondering, like, hey, is that something that they would talk about in those scenes that we didn't get to hear?
Did Mary know that the boys knew about the cult?
I think so. I mean,
well, probably she must have because
she took John's
she had
journal.
The journal. She had the journal, so she must have.
So
at some
she
point.
has to know that they knew about the cult, and it was much more when Sam saw that cult and was like, "Where did you get this?"
Yeah.
Mary had a look of like guilt, not like, "Oh, you know about this too."
Yeah.
It was.
Yep. You're right.
She knows that they knew. She kept that from them, which to me, if you're gonna come clean, you should come completely clean. And she did not. I think that part was wrong, and you could just like see the like anger in Sam. But the great thing about Sam, and differences between the brothers, because both of them will do anything for family. That part's said and done. Dean doesn't matter how mad he is. As soon as he saw his mom was in trouble, he came running for her, and Dean will always do that. However, in the moment of decision making, when Sam, even if he's so upset, and I think this is specifically a Sam,
he's very good at compartmentalizing all of his emotions
like,
and
I'm
putting
gonna
business
put this
first,
away.
feelings later.
We have to deal with this,
Yeah.
and then we will deal with that later. And I think that's always been a talent that Sam has had. And so I think he was able to put that away. But I think Sam ended this episode in many ways more upset with Mary than he began this episode. And then I also think he buried it more again because he saw Dean come to Mary's rescue. And I think Sam was so happy to have Dean speaking to Mary that he felt like he couldn't be mad at her because then Dean would be mad at her again.
Yep.
So he almost felt like, oh, God, I'm really pissed at my mom, but I still want my family together. And if I bring up another level of being pissed at my mom, then Dean's probably just going to get pissed at her all over again. And I don't want that.
Yep. All right. I have my rating for the episode. Do you have your rating for the episode?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. I give it an 8.
I'm a 7.
So 7.5 Impalas.
7.5 Impalas.
So, yeah, I gave it an 8 because I was really entertained. I was like, a lot of stuff is going down. We've got dynamics, and I would have loved to see a little bit more Dean. I wish we got to see more Dean because I always miss episodes that don't have enough Dean in it. But I really like the element.
That's true. You know what? You say that though, but the moments of Dean we got were really
so good.
So I'm okay with.
So yeah, it was the moments of Dean were amazing.
Quality's better than quantity.
I want both. I'm greedy, so I want a lot of quality Dean moments. But the scenes we had with Dean were great. I wish we had a little bit more of him. I like Sam taking in the operation. I like seeing Mitch, the vulnerability of him, of realizing how much, how much of an asset
you don't
Sam
have it all together,
would
dude.
actually be. And I think he's seeing that. And I think he's willing to see the flaws of his organization. I'm really loving this Mr. Ketch character. I know I'm probably going to eat these words, and I hate what he did. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm still remembering that poor girl earlier this season who went through, like, the worst life, and then he just, like, ruthlessly killed her. And thankfully, Dean, like, stopped the torture to the vampire because he's like, listen, I still have to kill you, but I'll make it quick. Which was a very humane thing, very nice of Dean to do. But having said that, Mr. Ketch is a fun character. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed seeing the weak spots of the Men of Letters. And I think the end of this season is gonna be awesome. Like, I really think this has the potential to be one of my favorite season finales. I get that feeling. I get that vibe. I feel like it's gonna be right up there with season 8 for me, which probably my second. Like, season 8, season 3, season 5 is my favorite. Like, I think that this has the potential to be up there with...
I do too.
With those.
I do too.
So, very excited for that. Let us know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think of the Men of Letters? We got to see a bit more, so I want to gauge you. Is it just me? Does everyone else hate Mr. Ketch? I found him thoroughly entertaining.
I don't hate him.
I think he's a bad guy. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a bad guy, and I think I'm going to end up being really pissed off. I'm just saying, scenes with him are fun.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed lately is there's no hateable villain.
No hateable.
There's no
why?
hateable
We've got
villain.
our favorite Lucifer back, and like, I don't know. I mean, I was hating on the Men of Letters. I really was hating on the Men of Letters. But this episode made me really enjoy Mr. Ketch. I feel like I'm gonna hate them again later. But I currently enjoyed Mr. Ketch scenes. How much, guys, let me know at the very least, if you don't like Mr. Ketch, how much did you love the scene between Dean and Mr. Ketch? Like, it was just basically smartasses being smartasses against each other, and it was beautiful. It was just sheer gold television. So let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed that. Let us know also where you see the rest of the season going. Is Dean going to join Sam on board?
8 episodes left?
We're coming down to the end because we only have 22 episodes this season, so we're down to final 8, and just a big thank you again, guys, so much. Our Roadhouse Idgits family keeps growing, which is awesome because we love making these videos for you guys. We love putting them out there. We hope you enjoy them, and if you want to catch them every week, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Our links are in the description box below. And if you ever have a question for us, you can tweet us at Roadhouse Idgits with the hashtag SPNRI. So do that because we would love to. We've been getting some questions back and forth, and so if we get enough of those, we'll eventually do a question and answer video for you guys one week. So that will just depend on if we get enough questions in the box to even make one of those videos. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for stopping by the Roadhouse.
Carry on and have a wayward week.
Bye.